All right, welcome back to PTU TV. Today we're tuning in to Channel 5. Did a recent interview with Afroman after his legal battle win. Kind of a perspective into the trial, what led up to it. So let's get right into it.
All right, into the trial. What was their justification for the raid?
An unconfidential informant got into some trouble. She, just to get the handcuffs off of her, she told them that I had all kind of weed, kidnapping victims, just the most unbelievable stuff ever. And that same day, with no research, they get like a quick ass search warrant signed. They came over, to my house based on that lady's words. I figured if she was gonna lie on me, she'd tell a believable lie. But she just jumped on the craziest, goofiest stuff. He got a dungeon, kidnapping victims.
A dungeon?
A dungeon.
Wow.
So they came up.
This is already such an insane foundation for this whole series of events, and based on, someone who was in this high pressure situation, the informant, bad.
Over my house looking for a dungeon and looking for kidnapping victims, saying? Plus, they already didn't like me anyway,
Yeah.
I see their facial expressions when I'm around town. I speak to them, they don't speak back, and, that whole thing.
Yeah, I think myself and a lot of people wondered, what was the extent of your interactions with the Adams County Sheriff's Department prior to the raid?
Well, people was breaking in my house when I went on tour. The insurance people will pay me back if I could just turn in a police report. I try to get a police report. Mug don't come out till like a week later. He takes my report, and I ask him for a copy, but he don't give it to me. And I asked at the station, and so I never got the money to reimburse me because they never would give me the report. Like, I stopped calling them. Like, I used to call up there and consistently just check on the progress of my investigation. And they began getting hostile because I was consistent. That, hey, listen, if you call up here again, it will get addressed. I'm like, he's just setting up, a foundation for a fight now, So I'm like, all right. I just stopped calling them. I figured I put up my cameras and whoever steals from me, we'll figure out something. You know what I'm saying?
Who was breaking in?
It seems like Afroman was trying to go about it the right way with all these break-ins leading up to this. I mean, yeah, that's a hard situation. You're a touring magician. Yeah, people know you're not there. Tough spot.
To your house, do you know?
No, I didn't have up cameras when I was getting broke into. That's why I put up cameras, because I didn't know who was breaking in my house.
It's a pretty small town, right?
Yeah.
How many people live in this town?
We might have a couple 100,000. It's the whole Adams County. There's like 5 little cities in Adams County. There's little city of Winchester, little city of Seaman, little city of West Union, little city of Manchester. So I'm going to say 200,000 to 300,000 people, but possibly less.
People were breaking into your house because they knew, like, yo, that's Afroman's house. He's probably got money in there.
A little bit of everything, man. You know what I'm saying? They knew I was Afroman. Then they might have been broke on some dope. They know I got some weed in there or something, Yeah, everybody know he's gone. He's on tour.
But you had never...
So it seems like these break-ins weren't necessarily directly tied to the legal case with the police involved, but it's almost like this is setting the stage for the relationship he had with the local police department, and just that there was already animosity building in there.
Never been, like, arrested or anything by this department beforehand?
No.
So I'm just trying to figure out why they would engage in such an outrageous raid.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. One time, my ex-wife, she kicked down my door. I called the police on her. They take a long time to come. They never come. And when when they finally get there, I told them I want to press charges. They told me they didn't have no room in the jail. If that would have been me kicking down somebody's door, first of all, I would have got shot. For some reason, I noticed they always got room in the jail for me. If they ain't got no room in the jail, they'll make me spend the night in the back of the squad car. At first, I thought they was racist, but now that I talk to all the white people that live there, what I realize is they're just corrupt. They might call me the N-word or something, but they just corrupt, dude. You know what I'm saying? They're doing white people bad. They doing people bad. They're doing tax-paying, law-abiding citizens bad. That's why we, the people, got to get in there and fix that.
So you think when you say corruption, that kind of suggests that they broke into your house or raided your home just to steal stuff? Because if it's not racially or fame motivated, like if it's not, racially charged, I'm trying to figure out.
Well, it's a little bit of all of that. Now, who are we talking about breaking in my house? We're talking about thieves or the police?
The Adams County Sheriff's Department. Basically, what was their intention in doing this raid? Like, what was their
They
motivation?
wanted millions of pounds of whatever drug they was looking for.
And they thought you had it?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha.
And they thought I had kidnapping victims. They thought I had people tied up in a dungeon.
And your kids and partner were home at the time, yeah?
Yes.
And how did they react to what
Okay,
happened?
you know, of course, it was shocking, scary, and traumatizing, you know, to say the least.
What did your
It's wild. It very glad he's honest and vulnerable about that, how it's affected his family. Crazy.
kids tell you about how it impacted them?
Like they don't know if it's just because I'm black or not. You know, they see what being black can bring them. It's like this deep thought thing. It's this unescapable reality. It's like sometimes when I speak to them, they got this low tone when they speak back. I'm like, hey, how y'all doing? They're like, hi, Dad. And I don't know, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I'm sorry. This is what we got to deal with. And I'm sorry. It's just that thing that they got to face. That's why I attack these cops, because I got to make a better world for my kids. I don't want these people knocking on my kids' door like that. I did what I could. You know, a turtle goes in his shell, a skunk stinks. Well, I'm a rapper. I rap my ass off about them damn cops, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't like what they did to my children, you know, speaking and smiling at the school, but just showing up to shoot their daddy. You know what I'm saying?
How many kids did you have living there at the time?
2.
How old were they?
Well, they're 13 and 16 now. So what would they be in 2022?
Around 11 and like 9 and 12.
Yeah, there it is.
You mentioned that low tone. You noticed like emotional and psychological changes.
Yeah. I know deep depression, stuff that depresses you. Just knowing we're all gonna die one day. Everywhere you look, just knowing you a target. Just knowing that a heat-sinking missile of hate is following you through your whole life. And then when they realize, you know, like, damn, this is the path I gotta walk.
And had you more or less been able to shelter them from that reality prior to the incident?
Yeah, so you know, I live a law-abiding. I don't grow my kids up in South Central. I'm a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen. I got land. I don't want them living in an apartment complex and fighting with the kids next door and walking through gangbangers trying to get home from school. Yes, we go pick them up from school. We don't even want them riding the bus.
It goes back to what you were saying about that intentional community or micronation you wanted to
Man,
establish.
my kids need somewhere that nurtures them mentally, physically, emotionally. You know, you raise corn, you raise cotton, you raise kids. And as I raise them, I don't want them getting damaged and traumatized. I want to give society some good people. So cops showing up with guns and I didn't do nothing? No. Man, think about your kid. You want anybody throwing your kid on the hood of a squad car, kicking his ankles, telling him to open up his legs? You might lose it, brother. If you literally watch your biological blood child getting whatever by some police officers, you might be willing to give up the ghost. Like, you know what? This memory is not worth living for the rest of my life and having. To the point where, man, you know what? Watching you do my daughter like that, I'm gonna have to go ahead and get down with you, brother. Yeah, man. I forget the original question. I don't know how far away I drifted away, but
Well, it's more like how do these feelings influence your decision to make the songs that you did after the raid? Because it goes back to what your dad said to you when you were a kid, making Harry carry in 8th grade, and kind of how you remain defensive, but when attacked, you don't stand down, but you use creative means to achieve the objective.
yeah, you know, you don't necessarily want
Go, Andrew. Great job of like succinctly compacting the whole interview's questions into this, leading up to this big moment here.
to run up on the police. They was there after me. They didn't fuck with my kids. I just didn't like my kids seeing it. And then if I'm not a bad dude, what's all these rifles and shit out for? You know, like I seen homicide detectives walk up to the guy they're about to arrest, gun in holster, clipboard down by their leg. Hey man, you need to come with us downtown, man. We gotta talk. They don't run up to a dude like they did me. You know what I'm saying? Even on 48 hours, you know, you watch a cop walk up to one guy with his gun in his holster, say, hey, let's go downtown. And then you watch him go up to another dude, you know, with the guns all out and all that type stuff when it ain't necessary. Like they did all that stuff to Puff Daddy. They brought the tanks, they brought all that stuff, right? Did they have to do that to arrest him? No. They walked up to him in the hotel like, how you doing? Let's go. He was like, okay, buddy. So all that shit was for show. That was in
I'm loving seeing the side of Afroman. I mean, I've never heard any in-depth conversation with him. I just know him for hit songs from the early 2000s, but just seeing how politically aware he is here, and just the perspective he applies as, the black man in America is awesome. Seeing this side is really cool.
intimidation. That's bullying. So they was trying to intimidate and bully me. So I was ready to play the bully game with them. And then they lost the bully game with all their AR-15s and Beetle Bailey helmets and battle shields. Who is the biggest pussies in court crying about their feelings hurt? Is it the rapper that don't got nothing but some dirty rap songs? Or is it the big bad boys with the AR-15s? Who's crying? I realized they was bullying me, so I bullied them back. And come to find out, they are some bullies, and bullies are usually the biggest wimps. They're unsympathetic, they're inconsiderate, and come to find out he has some kind of psychological effect. So look at the bullies crying, whining.
How'd you feel when you saw Lisa crying in court?
Look here, brother. I'm not trying to bully her. Those tears are fake. She's playing a tough guy. Let's cut the crap. We playing this equality game. We're gonna say men and women are equal, right? Okay. Lisa is equivalent to a man. Hey, man, this ain't no time to be crying. Hey, man, check this out, man. You wasn't crying, man, when you was in my yard with that AR-15, man. Equal person. Now you want to play your female card with your face facing the jury? And I ain't mad at her. You know what a woman cop reminds
Afroman is relentless here, but he's driving home good points. Yeah.
me of? They remind me of a quarterback. He's a big bad football player until he's about to get tackled. Then he slides. He puts his dress on and he slides.
What did you learn throughout the, lyrical research process that shocked you the most about these group of officers/plaintiffs?
How they were criminals worse than me and they shouldn't be in my house. Like, I smoke a little weed. I chase women. But I'm a law-abiding, tax-paying citizen. Brian Newland's a pedophile. His brother's a pedophile. Mike Eastep has an ex-convict for a wife. I believe birds of a feather flock together. I mean, people never said that saying for no reason. Sean Grooms, he lied, said I'm the reason for his divorce. I made his wife my only witness. So he's a liar. Now, let me ask you a question. Should a liar be a deputy sheriff? Answer my question, brother. Should a liar that got all of that power and access to your life and freedom, should a liar be a deputy sheriff?
No, he's got to uphold the Constitution.
Preston Andrew right
so
here.
Look at these motherfuckers they got walking around in my house. They got a liar walking around in my house. They got a pedophile walking around in my house. They got a thief walking around in my house. And then they got a vandal. They got an insecure vandal that don't even know if I fucked his wife or not.
Did you?
You know what? I'm going to just say yeah.
Oh, he's playing games. Afroman's playing
when
games.
I say yeah. I think about him flipping off my camera. Yeah, you know, he don't know. He don't know. He's at home having unnecessary arguments, beating her ass. You know what I'm saying? I think I might, I seen her. I seen her the other day, man. Hey, baby got back. So I don't know. Hey, man, I might have to look into that. I might have to do a little investigation there. Hey.
At least he's out in spirit.
Because Randy gonna fuck up. You know he gonna fuck up.
So going back to before the trial, right after the raid, what came first? Publishing the songs that you made, or did you try to first reach out to the police directly to get restitution privately for the damages they caused?
You know what? I asked Randy Walters if they was gonna fix my door. He said, we're not required to do that. Now, dude, I'm black. I'm accustomed to getting done wrong by the police. I just lick my own wounds because I'm accustomed to these dudes doing me wrong. And I know I can't do nothing about it. I'm going to go down to the station and do what? Get arrested and beat up. And I didn't go down to the station. I didn't make a phone call because I didn't want them saying that I was harassing them and they was arresting me. I left them alone. I went back to my little black slave world and started making rap songs. And here they are, the big high and mighty police, all in my world with my fans, friends, and family. I thought they was tripping, I just licked my wounds.
And what was the first song you put out?
I think it was Lemon Pound Cake.
And was there an immediate blow up?
Yes.
What do you think people resonated with in that song? Why do you think that it reached so many people? Do you feel like it drew on a lot of personal, unspoken experiences?
People like funny stuff. It was just funny. I was like, look at this physically challenged officer right here. I said it like that. And I'm physically challenged, so I got the right to say something.
People do love funny. And yeah, it seems like Afroman's always had that comedic touch in his music. And yeah, just using it righteously too as well.
about another physically challenged people. Like we're physically challenged brothers. We can crack jokes the skinny homies can't crack, right? Me and you can crack a joke and know that. I'm like, wait a minute, hang on, homie. What you say, man? hey, hang on, homie. The skinny dude said something, cuz, you know what I'm saying? So I said, look at the physically challenged dude coming in right here. I was like, watch the physically challenged cop. I like, he wants some of that pound cake. You can go to my TikTok and scroll down to the original post that went viral. I'm like, he wants some of that lemon pound cake, man. And that TikTok went crazy. I usually have about, dude, before the case, I only had 200,000 people. I had to be humble on the stand. I'm like, there's other people bigger than me, but I'm all right. I hit a mill last night. This case brought me 800,000 followers in the last 5-6 days. That shit was changing in front of me. It was kind of spooky. I was like, hey, every time I refresh.
Yeah, it was kind of frustrating hearing them like grill you in court, basically suggesting that because you popped off so much after the media attention around this trial, that somehow you weren't taking the situation seriously enough by taking the creative route instead of just like fighting it silently in civil court.
Nah, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm a black man in America. I don't feel like the court is my friend. I don't feel like the police are my friend. The police officers were invented to keep freed slaves in line. Their job is to do bad things to me. Mexicans are just getting ICE. Black people had ICE. And it's like an internal ICE. They can't get rid of us. So they need a department devoted to fucking with us, doing us dirty and keeping us away from the white population they're trying to protect or whatever. Yeah.
How did you feel about the Black Lives Matter movement in 2020?
Everybody feel like they feel. I don't think people should get mad about a statement. I'm not a part of that organization and none of that. I trip on how the statement, just that statement, pisses people off. They say all lives matter. Let me ask you a question. What's the percentage of all?
13.5% of America is black?
No. Now, a lot of people say all lives matter, right? What percentage is all? Period.
100%.
All is 100%. All lives matter, but a black life don't matter. Now, let me ask you another question. Do all lives matter?
Yes, but when it's in direct...
No, wait a minute. A black life doesn't matter.
Well, to me, it does.
In America, I have a black life.
Yeah.
So I want a black life to matter. Not only does a black life not matter, the statement infuriates people. The fact that you just want to feel like that. How dare you think you matter? That's how much you don't matter. I'm going to ask you these questions again. They say all lives matter. All is 100%. Do all lives matter? No, they don't. Because a black life don't matter. 100%. They say all lives matter, but a black life don't matter. So all lives don't matter. That statement needs to be said. I'm not a part of the organization. I heard some lesbians run it and they don't even care about black people. And I don't even know what's going on with it.
Well, that's the Black Lives Matter like foundation / like fundraising enterprise. I think the movement itself should be separated from whatever's going on with that, because that kind of became like a talking point for Trump and shit.
I just trip on how the statement pissed people off. It makes you mad when I say my life matters.
Yeah.
The people that say all lives matter, they'll be on a porn and say black lives don't matter. But when they're in the middle of the Walmart parking lot and that comes off kind of harsh and bad, they'll just combat black lives matter with all lives matter. But a black life don't matter in America. Black men get hung. Police shoot them. They shoot them all the time. One here, one here, one there. Oh, the cops get off. Breonna Taylor, a couple of them cops, one of them, they did something to one of them, but a couple of them cops, they just let them off.
Well, I think it matters to the institution of America because it's necessary for like sports and entertainment. America as an LLC relies on like black art and labor and athletic ability to maintain some of these different billion-dollar enterprises.
Okay, but what about the black man that don't play sports? What about the black man that don't jump up and catch the frisbee with his mouth? You know what I'm saying? What about the black man that doesn't get the white American approval? Lock him up in prison. Charlie Kirk. We ought to bring back public executions. Right before he got shot, who was he blaming everything on? Right before he got shot, the split second right after he got shot, who was he mad and fussing at? Who does he want to have public executions for?
I believe the final question was counting or not counting gang violence.
Counting or not counting gang violence.
Now let me ask you this. Who does he want to have public executions for?
Gang members and those who don't abide by the law.
He didn't give those gang members a color?
I'm assuming he means black people, not the Aryan Brotherhood.
A black life don't matter to Charlie, and Charlie Kirk represents 90% of America. What does Charlie Kirk think about Juneteenth?
He wanted to reverse it or abolish it.
Okay, now, if a black life mattered, would you do that?
No, I like Juneteenth.
What's wrong with me respecting myself and respecting other spirits outside of my body? What's wrong with that?
Nothing.
So all I'm trying to say is people say all lives matter, but in America, if you don't play your cards right, you got to know a black life don't matter. If you know a black life don't matter, you know how to move. See, I knew a black life didn't matter. That's why I took the news down to the sheriff's station with me. You hear what I'm saying? If they're going to kill and hang me, they're going to do it live on the news because my black life don't matter to these people.
And that's kind of the connect.
All right, we'll wrap it up there. Yeah, Afroman's view on the world, he's got a great perspective, and bringing it to light with all this legal case. It's great to see. He's pushing it. All right, make sure you subscribe to Channel 5, subscribe to Paint the Universe. Catch you next time.